I'm Tommy Lee, and this is the Scam of the Week. The president and CEO of Your Better Business Bureau serving Northern Indiana, Jan Diaz, is joining us once again. Jan, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you, Tommy?
Very well, thank you. We're diving into something today that can really sneak up on travelers, and that is hotel booking scams. You're all packed, you're ready to go for the getaway, but if you booked through the wrong website, the trip could get derailed before it even begins.
Yeah, absolutely. And especially when you're beginning your vacation, the last thing you want to deal with is scrambling to find a new hotel because a scammer caught you off guard.
So break it down for us, Jan. How exactly does the hotel booking scam unfold?
Well, typically it begins when you search online for a hotel, which we all do. The top results might include what appears to be the official hotel site or a trusted booking agency. So the website may even have real hotel photos, and it seems to offer pretty good rates. So everything feels normal. So you book the room by entering your credit card information and you think you're all set. But later, when you check your credit card statement, the charge is much higher than what you agreed to. So what has happened is you weren't on the hotel's official site, but on a lookalike fake site set up by scammers.
And that's terrifying. You think everything's taken care of right up until the point where you open up that statement.
Right. And we're hearing about it because these folks are reporting these things to the BBB. So one person reported booking 2 rooms for $139 each, but their confirmation came from a different site. And fees suddenly totaled $220 in extra resort fees and service charges. So the hotel told them the booking never went through their system, and they found out that it was actually made through a third party acting like a conduit in order to scam people out of their money.
So you're not only out the extra cash, but when you show up, you don't even have a room.
Exactly. And another consumer reported that the scammer changed the rate after taking their reservation and then piled on hundreds more in fees and then refused to refund the money. So some sites claim to be overflow partners affiliated with a hotel, but really they're just pocketing money. And if you try to cancel, they'll often say the booking is non-refundable.
Lovely. All right, let's talk about the solutions for this. How can travelers avoid falling into these traps?
Yeah, great question, Tommy. So first, always book directly through the official hotel website, either online or over the phone. And that's really the best defense. But next, if you do happen upon a third-party site, double check the URL closely. So scammers are experts at creating fake lookalike websites to capture your information. Just check that. So for example, Expedia.com might be spelled, instead of EXPEDIA, it might be spelled ESPEDIA. So just make sure that URL is correct because it can be misleading. And also only book through the secure sites. Make sure to look for the HTTPS and that little padlock icon in the address bar. And that's going to confirm that it's secure.
Exactly. Always double check the spelling of the website address and look for that little padlock.
Absolutely. And if you see a deal that seems a little too good to be true, pick up the phone and call the hotel to confirm. And if the hotel doesn't recognize the rate or know about the deal, that's a red flag.
Absolutely. That's very smart. Always double check over the phone. The hotel's not going to mind that you're doing so. It's still business for them, and they want to make sure it's headache free.
Yeah, that's correct. And so another tip is to watch out for any unusual payment requests like wire transfers or prepaid cards or any other untraceable payment methods. And then also pay attention to the fine print on the website. Scammers hide behind vague or tricky cancellation policies, or they'll hide behind wording that doesn't look like proper English because a lot of times they're running it through a bad translation tool.
All big clues that usually point to a scam.
Yes. And another thing, also just be cautious of high-ranking ads or search results. So just because a search result will show up at the top of your search doesn't mean that it's safe, because unfortunately the results might be sponsored by scammers. And if you don't recognize a booking site or it doesn't sound familiar, just do your research.
Better safe than sorry.
Right. And if you want an extra level of reassurance that you're not at a fake website, search for the hotel or search for the third party on bbb.org, where you can check the reviews, you can check ratings, and whether they're BBB accredited, because the BBB seal is a sign of trust.
Absolutely. All right. Suppose somebody fears that they might have already been scammed for their upcoming trip. What do they need to do?
Yeah, great question. So we tell people don't panic, but just act quickly. First, if you've given out any bank or credit card information, contact your bank or financial institution immediately. They may be able to put a freeze on your accounts or stop a payment before it goes through. And then we encourage everyone, report the scam to the Better Business Bureau. You can go to bbb.org/scam tracker, and that's going to help warn others, and it provides us with the information that we need so that we can investigate it further. And then we also recommend that you report it to the Federal Trade Commission at reportfraud.ftc.gov. And also, if you have shared your Social Security number, we recommend that you put a fraud alert or even a credit freeze with the credit bureau repositories to prevent anyone from accessing your credit.
Take action right away. Time is of the essence.
Yes, because scammers, unfortunately, are getting more and more creative. But if you're traveling, you can stay one step ahead by slowing down, verifying every detail, and booking a hotel only after you've done the research.
All right. And to all of our listeners, whenever you're booking your next hotel, remember, book directly, double check all the details, and don't let a great deal blind you to potential risks, because they are out there. Safe travels to you all. Travel light. And Jan Diaz, the end of the next road, we will be with you again here on the Scam of the Week.
That sounds good, Tommy. Thanks so much.
Podcasts by Federated Media.